Welcome back to Great North Gaming. It's great to have you with us here today, and it's time to continue the off-season with our Vancouver Canucks here. Just finished up the Year 5 playoff run. Unfortunately, we lost in the Stanley Cup Final to Brock Besser and Elias Pettersson in the Montreal Canadiens. We had a good run, but we definitely didn't capitalize on our goal this year, which, because we're on the 2-year window, we wanted to win the Stanley Cup this year. But we did do further than we did the year previously. We made it to the Western Conference Final. This year we made it to the Stanley Cup Final. So we're definitely going to look at making some moves here in the offseason. But we're not going to do it up until the draft. So taking a look at our team. So we have Lysell and Medvedev locked up. Defensively, so we have the Hughes brothers, we have Jennings, Danford, Sylviev, and then we also have Nemec here. So the way I'm thinking, because I don't know how much money we're going to have. So if you take a look at our contract extension dollars, we only have $800,000. And we do have some depth players to re-sign, so it may look like we might have to move off of Nemec, but we do have a prospect down in the minors here, Morrison. He's left-handed, he's a two-way defender. His defensive stats are already looking pretty good. His skating, his physical is pretty decent. So hopefully he can have a good jump and make it up to the team here. Because looking at our forward core, so our top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, top 7 players, almost top 8 players are locked up right now. But we got to re-sign O'Connor, Bluger, Mantha, Podkolzin. So I don't know if we're going to have enough money to re-sign them, but my plan going in for this offseason is I think we need to reevaluate our depth. Looking at our top line, we have Austin Matthews. He's the sniper. We have Jack Hughes, the playmaker. We have Nico Hischier, the two-way forward. Second line, you got Ryan Leonard, Kindell, and it's probably going to be Coots. I would like to find a better second-line center if Nico Hischier is going to play on the top line, because we can't get him going on the second line, and I think Ryan Leonard works really well with Matthews and Hughes. So that's kind of the plan. So we're kind of looking for a second-line center and reevaluating our depth. So we had a good year for scouting as well. So if we take a look at our scouting report, so we have a franchise player, Tyler McCarthy, coming into the NHL, but I did pin a couple players here that I saw. Maybe we can get them. We do have 3 first-round picks as well. We never ended up trading them away. Also, taking a look at pending free agents, I don't know if a top free agent is something that we're going to be able to afford, but bringing in a Braden Point or Braden Point is who I'm interested in. Possibly a Michael Misa. He's got decent face-offs. Maybe that's we try to offer sheet him if we have the money, but let's get into the draft here. We can see who wins the draft lottery. Craig Berube. We failed to execute on our season. It is over. It's okay, Craig. We'll get him next year. We've had good success with Craig Berube because taking a look at our coaching staff, the only coach we do have to re-sign is Patrick Waugh. I'm not too sure if he's going to retire. Same thing with Craig Berube. I'm not too sure if he's going to retire. He's 63. We do have Jonathan Toews. Hopefully he can get a little bit better this year. He's not ready to make the jump to the NHL head coach position yet, but I definitely think he's the head coach of the future. So we're getting up here to the retirements here. Draft lottery. Buffalo gets another first overall pick. Islanders jump from 11 to 2. Holy cow. Detroit 1 to 3. Alrighty. And view retired players. Let's see who's calling it quits. Sid the Kid, 42 years of age. So in this game, he's going to play for 5 more years. Gino, he retired. Oh, Gino, why didn't you retire a year earlier? Yeah, some big names. Claude Giroux, Victor Hedman, Ryan O'Reilly, Drew Doughty, Braden Shen. Yeah, a lot of big names retiring here. Then in the net, Bob, Cam Talbot, Kemper, Gibson, Grubauer, Corpusalo, Pickard. So we got quite a few names there retiring. Coaches. Did we lose any of our coaches? Patrick Waugh calls it quits, and one of our AHL coaches calls it quits. So it sucks we lost Patrick Waugh because he was helping us grow our young goaltenders. But I think we should be okay. LaSalle dropped down to a 90. Okay, well, let's hop into the NHL entry draft here and see if we can get some steals in the draft, get in the re-sign stage, and free agencies where we're going to make our moves. Here we go. So we're up here at the NHL entry draft, and the Islanders and Detroit want to give up their top picks. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. A center, another center of the future. That could be good. All right, let's see what we could do here with Detroit. I'll give you the 20. I'll give you my 3 first-round. Yeah, 3 first-round picks to move up. I'd do that. Quite close to fair value. Okay. Give you a 4th as well. Perfect. So we got a 3rd overall pick here. So let's sim the pick here. So that's a big move. I wasn't expecting to be able to do that. Jacobson. Okay, perfect. So we can take... We have the choice of 3 snipers. We have a 2-way forward of the future, so let's go with Volpati. He was playing in the OHL. He's American. Joined Team America here. Brandon Vopolti, welcome to the Vancouver Canucks. 81 overall. Okay. And he's got a X Factor already. Looking at that shot. Taking a look at his stats. Yeah, he's a shooter. Okay. Perfect. So that we got our second line center of the future there. He's going to take some time to grow, but that's great. All right, sim to pick 63 here. We'll go back and take a look at the rest of the first round here. Porkop. Yeah, so they were all the same. So I'm kind of glad we went with our guy here. He's American, fits with the team. And so they had 21. So they got a medium top 6. Medium top 4. And a medium top 6. So they made out pretty well. All right, taking a look here. Do we have any pin players available? 92. We can take that guy a little bit later. Low elite defenseman, possibly. Let's give that a shot there. Nathaniel Cappy, welcome to the team. Low top 4. Okay, we'll take that. Maybe can turn into something for us. Can we still get our pin player? 90. I'm going to take this guy now. I think he's medium elite. There we go. 71 overall, medium elite. What a steal there. I will take that. Taking a look at potential here. Possibly a medium elite. Let's take a shot. Jesse Curry, welcome to the team. Medium elite, 71 overall. Okay. This has turned out to be an insane draft. Okay. The scouts did well this year. Or it's just a deep draft. 5 years, right-handed defenseman. I feel like this guy's going to be like low elite. Medium elite? What is going on here? Okay, let's keep looking for some diamonds in the rough here. Sort by potential here. 229. 249. I feel like this guy's medium elite too. Let's try it. I know he's going late in the draft. Medium 7th D, okay. Honestly, I'm just going to find a trade here to flip some of our draft picks for next year. There we go. Just flipping some draft picks for next year. We made out super well in this draft. What do we get? 4 medium elite players. Vapolti, Robbins, Curry, and Fairchild. They were all medium elite, so we will take that. What a draft. So let's hop into the re-sign stage, see how much money we have, see if we can re-sign some players. I'd like to re-sign O'Connor. Here we go. Okay, so we took care of bringing back all the scouts here. So we have $2.4 million. Okay. All right, let's go through this here. This guy doesn't want to come back. Okay, well, you can go to free agency. Best of luck to you, my man. Ty Young, welcome back to the team. And let's just sign Mayer here. He can be the backup there. And we're still got a backup goalie there. So Medvedev and Lascelles. Lascelles down to a 90, but he can jump back up. All right, defensively, Jennings, that's going to be a big one this offseason. We might have to flip him. We'll take a look at that. We got a lot of decisions here to make. Mansion, perfect. 800 grand, you can come back. I'll take that. Joseph, perfect. Just these guys are depth players for me. Mayo, you can come back. Sundin, I should have signed that guy to a longer term. That's okay. Like to make sure I have a lot of depth guys. 74-22, that guy might turn into something. So medium elite, Fairchild there. He's going to take some time. We can just keep him playing over in Europe. Right wingers. So we got Ryan Leonard locked up on that nice contract. Anthony Mantha, what kind of money are you wanting, my man? 800 grand, two-way deal. Welcome back to the team. Podkolzin, what are you asking for? $2 million? No. Yeah, you can just be released to free agency. Kilmachev. Do you want a cheap contract? No, you want money? You can go to free agency. That's fine. Raskins, you can go. Might need to just sign some AHL depth players. That's fine, though. Left wingers. O'Connor doesn't want a contract extension. Unfortunately, we're going to lose Drew O'Connor, but that's okay. Steven Lorentz, you want to come back cheap? Perfect, thank you. Robbins, I think you can just keep playing down in in Europe there. Medium or low elite prospect there, we'll sign you. Centers. Teddy Bluger, what do you want, my man? 1.9. That's not too bad. Okay, so just taking a look at Teddy Bluger here, I don't know if it's going to be possible. Even if we offer him a no movement clause, I'd want him under one. Like I kind of would want him at like 1.25. 1.9. That's a little too rich for my blood. Maybe we can re-sign him in free agency. Zethler, and you back, and then we got to assign Full there. Welcome to the team. Curry and Welch. Welch, he didn't grow. Let's sign him. You know what? Let's just sign these guys. If they grow, they grow. We can get them on cheap contracts. But if they can play down in the AHL, we might as well do it. If they play in their European leagues, that's fine. Alrighty, so just take a look at all expiring. There we go, and unsigned. Anyone that we miss? No. Okay, let's hop up to free agency. Okay, so just before we hop into free agency here, let's go through our team. So we have Lascelles and Medvedev in the system. We have Soderblom. We got a couple guys down here, so that's good. Defensively, Hughes, that's crazy, 98 overall. Luke Hughes is a 94. That's nuts. Jennings, he's an 89. Danford, Sylviev, Nemec. So, and then in the AHL, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I think we should be okay. Maybe sign a couple depth defensemen. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And in the system, so we need at least one more forward. That's for sure. Okay, so let's take a look at who's available here. Yeah, all the players that we wanted. Michael Misa, never mind. That's not even going to work. 13.4, no thank you. So let's go and do our contract extension, see if we need to make any moves here. We can sign a fourth line player for not much. So let's take a look at our contract extensions. Here we go. So up first, Jennings, I believe, is our first contract. Our big, and Kindle and Holt. All right, Jennings, what do you want? 7.3 for the next 5 years. That's not bad. We might be able to get him very cheap. If I can get him at $6 million for 5 years, that'd be a steal. Sylviev, I feel like you're gonna, 6.5. And Nemec. Yeah, so Nemec is definitely a trading asset because he's a UFA at the end of this year. So I think we got to reshape our defensive core to bolster our offense. So defensively, Quinn and Luke, Jennings and Danford. Then do we move off of Sylviev and Nemec? I do like that bottom pair for this year. Maybe we just move off of Nemec. We can flip Sylviev at the trade or at the draft next year. Ryan Leonard's up to an 88. That's insane. So we'll wait on Sylviev and Nemec for right now. Left wingers, Kindle. What do you want? 5.3. We're gonna have to wait on Kindle. Samuel Holt. $2 million. You haven't done anything yet. You haven't grown for me. Okay. And then Hag, what do you want? 6.2. So, we're definitely not going to be able to keep this team together after next year. But I don't think it's necessary to blow up this team this year. Nemec is someone I'd be interested in moving for a young, defensive defenseman. He's great. I don't want to lose him, but I can't afford him with Luke Hughes coming up the year after that. So, yeah, we got to win. We got to win now. So, Sylviev, All right, let me take a look around, see if there's any trades for Simon Nemec to bring in a younger defenseman and maybe a forward. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, so I took a look around the league here, and I found a good trade here. So with Boston, so trading for one of their young defensemen. He's a defensive defenseman, which I really like. He can fit in Craig Berube's system. He's 21, 79. He's on a 2-year deal at a league min, so that's great for us. Simon Nemec heading to Boston for a 6th, the 7th, and Corpio will go through. Trade accepted. There we go. So we freed up a little bit of cap space. We brought in a defenseman. Brought it back in a defenseman. So now we can go into free agency and really have some fun and see if we can add to our bottom 6 for. Okay, so taking a look at centers here. JT Miller. No, we can't bring. Nope. I was like, that sounds good until I remembered he was in Vancouver and that didn't go well. So we're not going to go back, repeat history here. Enstrom, he's an RFA. Yeah, not really what I'm looking for. Barrett Hayden, two-way forward. Overall, pretty good. Let me just look at UFAs here. Sean Monahan as a depth guy. He's got an X factor. Yeah, that could be someone really good to bring in here. So we'll give you some money here. $2.7, just in case it doesn't work out here. 2.7 for 1 year, modified no movement clause. We'll see if he accepts that. So I do like that trade or that signing. Jack McBain, a grinder. He's got an X factor as well. Pretty decently defensively. Can play both sides. 2.37. 2.5. Auto accept. Perfect. So we got 2.7 for Monahan there. Let's look at some left wingers. Zachary Bolduc, that's way too much money. Not a Steven. No, I don't want a goal scorer. Jake Neighbors. That could be good, but then we wouldn't be able to get. We wouldn't have enough money to get both of them. Bobby McMahon. No. Gabriel Landeskog. He's still got an X factor. 1.7. Let's bring in some veterans to this team. I think that could help us. So 2 points. So we have about $1 million left. Can I find a defenseman here? Just another guy here. Stroibel. Perfect. 900 grand. I'll take that. There we go. All right, so we'll see if Sean Monahan wants to come to this team. So we'll just advance a day. We'll see if Jennings accepts the contract extension. There we go. We got Sean Monahan. Jennings has extended. So there we go. We got some money. And we still have 1.9. So taking a look at our forward core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So Anthony Mantha, I'm not crazy about playing on this team. He can just be an injury player. We'll get Gabriel Landeskog in there for the X factors. Hopefully that can help us get some chemistry going on our second line. Defensively, we're looking good. We got our prospect down here. We got a couple, actually. So we have Corpin from Boston that we just traded for, and we also have Morrison. So we have a couple guys here that are looking to fight for a spot on this team. Let's try to get him to just locked up if we can. These young defensemen, if we can get them, these young players, if we can get them locked up on cheap deals. Joe Aginla, can we get you signed? He may be someone that could be making our team eventually. Like, he's a sniper. I don't really know where he's going to fit on our team. Maybe he can be a trading asset. Edwards. Romanov. We'll just sign this guy to a contract extension. Just retain his rights. Samuel Holt still doesn't want a contract. Yeah, $2 million. I'm not giving you that. Alrighty, so let's... Do we want to sign... Is there any other forward that makes sense? Enstrom, no. Boone Jenner. Actually, a Boone Jenner might be great. Perfect. Anyone else here? No, I think we're good. And is there any good prospect players here? Low top six. We'll sign both these guys here. Maybe there'll be something for us. 24, I'm not too worried about that. Low elite. Don't mind if I do. 1.2 for the next 2 years. This guy's 84 at 25. I'll give that a contract extension. Well, we'll see. I don't know, actually, if... Yeah, you have goaltender space. So we'll see if those guys sign. That 84 guy is interesting. Charlie Morrison, Joe Aginla. Morrison, perfect. See if that goaltender accepts. I guess he did. Let's take a look at our... Yeah, okay, we got him on our team. So now that makes it really interesting. We don't have much money, but Medvedev is definitely a trading asset now. We have an 84 overall young goaltender. He's signed for the next 3 years at 1.2. Like, I just wonder about trading this guy because we could get a lot back for Medvedev. Like, what's his trade value right now? If we look at Medvedev's trade value, goaltenders, yeah, he's got good trade value and could probably get a lot back, like from a team like Buffalo here. You know, this is definitely a trade that we looked at one point in time. But maybe we could make something work if we wanted to trade Medvedev, but we'll wait. We still have his rights, so there's no rush. So let's hop up to the beginning of the season. I already took care of the off-season focus for most of the players. Coaching staff, I do need a goalie coach. So I'll take care of hiring a goaltender coach, and we'll see you at the start of year number 6. Here we go. We're up here at the beginning of year number 6, so we'll quickly hop to the roster moves here. Let's see who jumped up for us. Goaltenders. So Lascelles, Medvedev, I think is going to top out at an 87 if we don't play him. Lascelles, he can definitely keep growing. He's got 3 X factors now, which is great. Medvedev, he doesn't have an X factor. He needs to be a starter. In the system, we have some good young goaltenders there. So maybe we trade a Medvedev. let that guy play. So defensively, Quinn Hughes, Luke Hughes, Jennings. Jennings is up to a 90. That's great for us. Danford's up to an 87. Sylvia's an 86. And Struble, I wanted to play Corpian or Morrison. Yeah, Corpian's the more well-rounded player. Struble, you go down. Yeah, we're right on the salary cap floor this year, so it's going to make things a little tough. Forwards, 1, 2, 3. Leonard's up to an 88. Kindle's an 86. Hagg's an 86. Mulin's an 85. Coots is an 84. Jenner dropped down. Monahan dropped down. Foley is an 81. McBain. So, Mantha, you can go down. And the Foley I do want to play, but maybe he could use a year down. Yeah, he'll be in the CHL. Maybe one more year down in the CHL to develop. I want to play the vets this year. So, is there anyone down there that we should be playing? Sergei Skrovikov, he's a sniper. Nothing really good there. Pecklin, he's got an X factor. His stats are pretty decent. Samuel Holt, yeah, this guy's going down to the AHL. Well, let me take a look at the team. Let's take a look at the lines here. See how the chemistry's working. We'll be right back. Alrighty, so taking a look at our lines here. This is the first time I think I've ever had this in a franchise mode, but the first and the fourth line are +5. So Boone Jenner, Sean Monahan are playing like 86s, and Gabriel Landeskog's playing like an 85. The first and second line, we gotta make some adjustments to. So I'm gonna ask them if we can get the scheme fit for the second line there. Taking a look at Mullen here. So Mullen really only works on the first line, and he's never gonna get there. So he might be someone we might want to look at trading. Kindle is someone we want to talk about learning to play center. So we got a couple coaching conversations to do there. And then taking a look at our defensive core, Hughes and Jennings, Hughes and Danford, Sylviev and Corpian. Looking pretty good there. Our power plays staying the same there. Second line, Kindle, Mullen, Leonard, Jennings, Danford. That's a +1. Penalty kill lines, McBain and Jenner, Monahan and Heischer, and then Hag and Kindle. 3-man, we got Austin, Boone Jenner, and Sean Monahan. And in the net, we have William Lassell and Medvedev. Down here in the AHL, we got a stacked team down here. Like, we got X Factors galore in our AHL team. Pekins, like, I think next year these guys make the team. But I'm excited for this team here. So I'm going to take care of the coaching conversations there, see if we can get some better chemistry. But that's going to be it for this one here. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. And let me know down in the comments how you think we're going to be doing here in year number 6.